Hello and welcome to the live stream. This live stream where there's really no plan at all. We kind of talk about whatever in the way of tech, a lot of smart home tech, new Apple, Amazon, Google, all different tech. So if there's anything you'd like to talk about, bring it to the chat. Let us know. And if you're new here, welcome. And to the regular folks coming back, thank you guys. I always have a good time doing this stream. I do also want to thank the channel members that were at the member stream. I do a member stream from 8:15 a.m. PST to 8:45, so it's right before this stream. And that's a smaller group. We talk about whatever, a little behind the scenes stuff too. And yeah, so definitely check that out if you like. And yeah, I want to thank all the channel members. I appreciate your guys' support. Now, jump right in the comments. Let me change that to live chat. It's so weird. Yeah, because that right there just added a bunch of stuff in. Never mind. Channel for fans. Welcome. Hey, Craig. I'm in the car on the way to Scarborough to see scenic views of the wide open seas. Take a look on Google and search up Scarborough in another town in England. The beaches are gorgeous. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, seeing that last time. So congratulations. That's awesome that you're going. So have a good trip. Safe travels. And let's see. No, that's not the right one. That is like just showing me Scarborough. I know I spelled that wrong. Yeah, let's see. I'll bring it up so everyone could be jealous of the seas. Is this it? Would that be part of it? I don't know. But some nice. I'll have to look it up. Check it out. But yeah, that's congratulations. Enjoy your trip there. I'm going to end up taking forever. I can't search. Nick, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Nick, I appreciate your support. And hey, good morning, John. I'm glad you're getting a cool Texas going on. And Brian, good morning. Craig and chat from Phoenix area. I hope everyone's having a great start to the weekend. And big thanks to our veterans this weekend and always. Thank you, Brian, for putting that out there. Yes, thank you to the veterans. Thank you guys for your service. And yeah, remember Monday is it's a banking holiday, so I think for a lot of people it's a holiday. So yes, thank you for mentioning that, Brian. And Alan, a channel member, he was over at our stream. Thank you, Alan. Alan's great support. Hey, welcome back. I remember it has been quite a while since you've been here, so thank you for being here. And Bill's like, he's the one that keeps the stream from becoming like 2 hours long. Thank you, Bill, for your support. He'll drop messages in the chat and he'll be like, oh God, I'm behind. Speaking of, next week, I won't be able to stream. My wife is going out of town with my daughter to see a concert. So I'm on dance duty for next Saturday. So I got to get my daughter to dance, get her ready, all that stuff. So I won't be here next Saturday. I will be able to do the member stream since that's before I have to leave and take care of dance. So if you are a channel member, definitely join us next week. William, good afternoon to you. Hope you're all having a great weekend. I'm having a good weekend. No video tomorrow. I have been in the process of replacing my car, getting a new car, and that's kind of eaten up last week. So just to let you guys know, no video this weekend. So it's going to be a mellow weekend. My daughter wants to start decorating for Christmas. So we're doing it. I'm going into the shed and I'm pulling out the Christmas stuff. She's super excited. She's like, yeah. And she wants to get it done before she has to go to Catalina on Monday for a school trip, which is kind of crazy. And these kids got it pretty good now. Devon, welcome. Big news for Apple TV users out there. What's it? What's the big news? You left us hanging. Apple TV users, you're the best. No. Apple TV users, Apple TV Plus fans, this is a good time. A lot of new shows are coming back. If you've ever wanted to try Apple TV Plus, the service, which you can get on Fire TV sticks, now's a great time to do it because a lot of the shows are coming back. Like a good one is Shrinking. That just came back. That came back. This wasn't bad. You got Ted Lasso, all this stuff. But the free trial is 7 days free and then $9.99 a month. But it's a good time to catch up all. Oh, you can actually watch the premieres for free of these different shows. So you can actually see if you like them. But yeah, there's some good ones that are coming back. Silo's coming back. That's a great one. I love Shrinking. So if you've thought about it, it is a good time to do some binge watching. In that 7 days, you could probably knock out most of the catalog. So now, and again, you can download the Apple TV Plus, the TV app, whatever. It's so stupid how they name it, but you can download it on your Fire TV devices. John, I just got the beta 18.2 for iPad. Anything new? I have it, but I haven't played around with it. I don't know what the deal is with capture, if that's an option. I haven't played with that. I am liking 18.2 on the phone. I do find it very interesting. There's a capture button on the side, which I don't know how to do on other phones yet, but you can point it at anything. Let's just point it at this mouse. It'll do a scan of it, and then you could hit ask, and it'll give you the summary, and you can go to follow up on ChatGPT. So this mouse, it's like this image features a Logitech MX Master 3 wireless mouse known for its ergonomic design and advanced functionality. Popular among professionals for features for precision control. So it gives you a whole rundown, and you can actually ask questions like, what is the cost on this? And that is the Apple Intelligence stuff that's getting interesting. It's more so than, you got that. You also have the background removal stuff, so you could, our cleanup tool, which is nice. Where'd my mouse go? Where did I lose my mouse? Yeah, so check that out. See what the capture option is. I think that's available on the iPad. Jack Steiner, hey Rhett, welcome. Thank you for being here. From sunny but cold Sacramento. It's been 4 weeks, but I'm back. I appreciate you coming back, and hey, hopefully cold, moist, and no fire danger, because that's been crazy around me. Is like 15 miles away, there's I think they burned 20,000 acres, and last I saw it was only 7% contained, and 130 houses have been lost. So yeah, it's those wildfires are scary. So I wish nothing but moisture and calm winds on the whole country. Wildfires, man, they're brutal. Larry, welcome. Thank you for being here. David, hi, Craig, just got home from visiting the in-laws. Hopefully it was a good visit. Yeah, my in-laws are good to visit. I don't mind visiting them. And hello to Andrea too. And Kanito Pet, I'm so sorry. Welcome. Thank you for being here. JSW, good morning, everyone. 51 and raining in Iowa. Raining, 51. That's not too bad. Not too bad. Mojo, just curious, would you say there's any reason you wouldn't go with the Series 10 titanium model? The only reason for myself would be that I would want the extra features of this, but the only extra features are really kind of battery life, the look of it, and you get the extra GPS. So there's no reason not to go with the Series 10 titanium model. It really kind of comes down to just that battery life, the GPS, and then aesthetics. And to be honest, I had been wearing my Series 10 for a while and hadn't worn the Ultra. And the Series 10, it just feels so light. I mean, especially David or some of the other folks that own an Ultra, you put on the Series 10 and it's just so lightweight. You're going to get great durability out of the Series 10. So no reason in my mind. The only thing, and I don't know how it is, I would do some searching to see how the titanium holds up on the Series 10 in the darker colors, because there is some chipping some people are having on the Ultra when they've dinged it into stuff. And I don't know if that gloss finish changes anything. That would be my only concern, is scratching the finish. And that applies to anything but titanium and the silver aluminum. You're going to have that issue. Ancient, hey, welcome. Haven't seen you here in a bit. Thank you for coming back. Lawrence, happy Matter Day. Matter 1.4 coming to Apple Home in 2016. Yeah, man, the whole Matter thing and some of the Thread stuff, some of it's just a pain in the butt. I'm having nothing but issues since I set up my Aqara Thread network and I took it down. Initially, everything was driven by Apple, my HomePod threads. Now I have an Aqara Thread network I can't get rid of because I hooked up the M3 hub and somehow its thread took over. And even though I've removed the M3 hub, the network lives. Aqara Home lives, even though nothing's driving it. Every other device in my house that's Thread is somehow keeping this network alive. So yeah, that is not. I'm not impressed with the stuff. It's like the more that this stuff comes out and the more I'm finding things kind of act up, like Nanoleaf Thread stuff has been a pain in my butt. The more Philip Hue stuff just becomes appealing, because now I've had zero issue in the past 8 years with that. Big it football game today? I don't know which one. 2 hours long seems good to me. Yeah, 2 hours. That's not too bad with in-laws. William, hey Craig, are you considering CarPlay for your new car? It is a real life changer. I want CarPlay. My car doesn't have it. My wife's car used to have it, her Toyota Highlander. It's great. I love it. It is the best way to go. Instead, I have a proprietary thing with my car, which is fine, but CarPlay that's where it's at, man. I wish my car had it. I hate that it's all closed down and I can't do it. Oh, fire up the Twinkly. Yeah, speaking of Twinkly, Eric, Modern Day Tech, one of our channel members, longtime subscriber, Modern Day Tech. He has, I want to throw this out, he has a Govee versus Twinkly video. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna throw that in there so you can see Govee and Twinkly. And Eric's great. It's like Eric, you'll see includes paid promotion. That's one of those things you have to check if any of these companies send you any of this stuff. So I love it. Eric he just really just breaks down everything. He's got no, he doesn't do any sponsorships. He gets his stuff and he's great about it. So definitely check out Eric. I'm going to put his channel on there. But if you want to see Twinkly and the Govee Christmas lights, I'll put this video in there. So you guys can check it out. Now I'm going to get a copyright claim because I have his video playing. So let's see. Let me throw that in there. And if you're in here, Eric, hey, he was at our member stream earlier. Lawrence, just got home from Disney Cruise. Time to order my Google Fiber and cancel Spectrum. Congratulations. And how was the cruise? Which ship did you go on? In 97, I was over in Italy and doing the first cruise ship that I worked on. And right next to the ship I was on was Disney's first cruise ship being built. So yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations. For anyone who's been living under a rock, Amazon Black Friday sales start on the 21st of November. Yeah, right around the corner, man. We just had fall prime deals or whatever. So yeah, thank you, David, for sharing that. William, Craig, what are your thoughts on the new Mac Mini for content creation? I think it's a great device. Just so everyone knows, I ran my YouTube channel on the M1 MacBook Air, and that would be the slowest MacBook that Apple has made in their new M1 chips. And I ran the channel off it for a year. The only thing I could not do was I couldn't live stream with multiple cameras. But short of that, this was the 2020 version. This M4, not only is it way more powerful, the minis have cooling in them, have fans in them. Where the M1 MacBook Air I used to edit 4K footage, multiple layers, never had a problem with it. That had no cooling at all, so it would thermally throttle. Where this Mac Mini, it's going to be a beast, and you're not going to find a cheaper Mac. The storage options suck on it, but for content creation, what was interesting is I watched MKBHD's video on this, and he was saying that I think he was the one. It might have been a different video. I don't remember now. But someone was saying that they were noticing the M4 felt snappier than their M1 Max processor. And some of that is the single core performance out of the M1 or the M4 is like one of the best single core performance. So it is going to be a beast for a machine. I can't believe it's so small. 5 inches by 5 inches, yet up to 6 times faster. But yeah, they put a new cooling system in it that supposedly, does a good job. Who knows? But Apple usually does well with that stuff. If the budget supports it, the way that I would go if you're going into content creation, I would try to get the M4. And the reason why is the M4 Pro is going to give you more RAM. It gives you more storage, but it's going to give you that pro level chip that's going to give you some more power. It does have 3 Thunderbolt 5s on the Pro version. The regular M4 has 3 Thunderbolt 4s. Not that that really matters. But if you go with the base level, actually they already have it on sale on Amazon. But once you start, if you try to kick this up too much, you're better off going with the next one. Going with the Pro and getting the extra speed. See, like you go to one, you start to add extras on there, just go with the Pro. But I would recommend it for anybody who wants to have a desktop. Bill, I was wondering how close you were to the fires. I have a cousin in California, not sure where exactly. Yeah, there's a good size mountain range in there. And the tough part is there are these hills that have dried out, and a lot of the fire has actually consumed a lot of farmland. There's really a ton of farmland that's burnt up and houses that are in the hills. But yeah, it's 15 miles, 20 miles. Which car are you getting this time, and why are you getting away from your old car? I got rid of my old car because the offer was too good to refuse. It was a good step up from what I still owed on the car. And I ended up getting got a 2025 Model 3. So it's 4 years newer. It also has the new hardware in it, the hardware 4. And I realized my Tesla will never live up to Elon Musk's vision of self-driving. And it's going to be because of the hardware. They're really going to optimize for hardware 4, which my new one has. And it became a great financial savings on top of everything. It just aligned beautifully I was able to hand my car off on Wednesday, and yesterday I picked up a new car. So it was a beautiful thing. I'm very fortunate that I'm like, how'd this work out so well? Rod, hey Craig, hey Rod, good seeing you. I've been watching streams. I appreciate you every week. Healing up after surgery, cancer's gone. I'm glad to hear that the cancer's gone, man, and rest up. Happy vibes, rest up, eat well, keep it all. Yeah, eat well. Look at my fat butt saying that. So anyway, I'm glad to hear the cancer's gone, man, and thank you for being here. Do you know if there are any difference between Hue and Wise bulbs, considering they're owned by the same company? Only difference I can see is the Wise are Wi-Fi, and Hue requires the hub. I thought they were close, but I didn't think from what I had heard from my brother, because he was using them before Hugh got them, I thought the colors weren't quite as good. And then, they are Wi-Fi. So they're not going to be like if you kill power, you kill your internet, and your pretty much the Hue hub and Hue bulbs are going to stay connected no matter what. The Wi-Fi stuff, you may get a little troublesome here and there if you have any Wi-Fi issues act up. But yeah, I haven't used them. I think it'd be one of those to just do a side by side and see if they are using, they could be using slightly cheaper LEDs in it, and you might find that it's just not quite as bright. So, but I haven't used them personally. Just I want to lean into Hue. I would almost look as the Wise or Wiz. I feel like that is like Amazon owning Blink, and they own Ring. But they could be a lot more similar than I know, but that's where my mind goes. Doorbell. I actually turned down Reolink to do one of their cameras, and the reason why I turned them down was the camera didn't work with Apple Home. At this point in time, knock it off. I'm done with companies that don't work with Apple Home. I never did anything with Reolink, but there's no reason. There's no reason anymore. Pay the money. If you want to charge what everybody else charges, then you need to have the certification and work with all the smart homes. We're not in 2018 or 19 anymore. It's time to move on. So saying that, I would go with a car out of the two because a car is going to work with all the different stuff. It also, with a car as Doorbell, you're buying into an ecosystem where Reolink, their ecosystem isn't going to be as strong. Where I type in Akara now and it's like, okay, you got the lock that if you actually paired it with the doorbell and it recognized your face, you could have it auto unlock for you. And, like their lock is actually $40 off. It's on sale and $40 off. So I'm going to drop a link to that. It is an affiliate link. Anything you buy after clicking on this link, a couple percentage points go back to the channel and no additional cost for you. And yeah, like right now, if I make a link, if I go to Amazon Prime here, this is the homepage, just regular Amazon. If I click on this and make a link and I drop it down here, let's say like you bookmarked it or something, which I can't encourage you to do anything with these, but let's say you did. Every time you clicked on that, you would go to Amazon's homepage, but anything you bought off of that, like if I decided I needed to get some more cat treats, boom, couple percentage points back to the channel. I can't encourage you to use it. That's against terms of service. So I just drop it down there, explain how it all works so you guys know, and then you do what you want with it. Let's see. That would be my answer, Jack, or Rhett, is to think about the ecosystem you're buying into. Because I want the least amount of manufacturers in my house possible. Right now I'm using the Akara T1 strips to light up some shelves. I have my front light and my back light are on the Akara smart plugs because they're just super consistent. I actually have this lock on my door to the side of my garage. So you start to see you can add these different things in, so you can build out the smart home. The doorbell. Wow, that's actually a really good price. I'll drop that in there if you want to take a look at it. And something to note, we're now in holiday return period. This device would be returnable until January 31st. So it is safe to start Christmas shopping and still be able to return it. But just kind of looking through this, I really like their sensors. That's another big reason. Their sensors are super quick. I have 3 water sensors, one underneath each of my sinks, bathroom sinks. The Akara door sensors, the door and window sensors, these are extremely fast and responsive. And you see they're $17, and you could save 15% with the coupon. So you're going to need to buy a hub to use these with, but after you get the hub, you could really build out your smart devices. Lawrence, Akara Nanoleaf's thread is the worst. My DIY thread lights and OnViz work great, but I'm leaning back into Home Assistant. Yeah, I'm just not loving it. I'm not loving this whole. I just feel like stuff is just not as consistent as it used to be. Let's see. Sponsorship is still paid even if they send product for free or cash. Yeah, but the thing the thing is the only where I counter that, Lawrence, is in majority of cases the stuff would never actually be worth the value of a sponsorship, a dedicated like paid sponsorship. Like I don't see like I know Eric is like I love Eric, great dude. I've hung out with him multiple times, and like his soul definitely isn't on sale for $59.99 worth of light. So that there like it's a different mindset. I think as a creator I look at it, to other people it may look no different, but when you're given a product versus an actual paid sponsorship, it's kind of different. It's like the product's given in a different, I don't know, it's just there's something different about it to me. But Bill, when you go with Tesla you get the apple of car limitations. It's true. You know, for the good, you give up other things. You know, I agree 100% with that, Larry. V, I'm using a pair of PreSonus Aris ES. At the time, they were the most recommended monitors that at the price point. They sound good, hooked up to the computer, as well as the Focusrite Scarlett April. Thank you very much, V. Yeah, I was asking during the member stream. Eric, Modern Day Tech. He was asking about computer speakers. So thank you for sharing that. I'll have to send a message so he can look those up. What E5? Let me drop those in there. See if they have them on Amazon. Because if I could just, I'll find it easier that way. Boom. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll share these with them, and they look good. Cool. And if you're watching, Eric, those are the ones to take a look at. Devon, Sago Mini Friends are back for more fun. Season 3 of Sago Mini Friends coming to Apple TV Plus on Friday, November 22nd for the next 2 weeks. Nice. I'm excited. Gold Rush is coming back next Friday. Love that show. What's the best HomeKit doorbell? Please chime in, folks. If there's, I'd love to hear the other Apple folks here. But the only one that I've used was the Akara one. I tried a Eufy one years ago, but it just pissed me off. The motion detection was so annoying that I responded. I'm like, I'm not moving forward with any kind of video on this, because you don't want me to move forward on a video on this, because I am so irritated with this product. So the only one I've used is a car. David. Hey, David. Good to see you. As we all know, the ads on shows suck. I keep mine 24/7 on Do Not Disturb. That being said, my Show 5 is dying, and I rely on camera, display, and I like the reminders on screen. Any option other than a new show? No. Yeah, unfortunately, the thing I'll say, it's the next time I think we're going to really see anything kind of new, maybe Apple's smart display in the fall, if it actually happens. According to rumors, Apple's starting to pay attention to the smart home. And when they do that, you know, like for a few years, they owned Beats, and they sold Beats headphones and Beats headphones and Beats headphones. And then AirPods, and they changed the game forever. So it could be something worth, you know, during Prime Days, I understand it might be worth it picking up a Show 5. But for anyone thinking to go down the Echo smart home route further with smart displays, if you're an Apple user, it may be worth just kind of seeing where it shakes out. John, you can get CarPlay for your car. You have to get a USB connection for your car. They make one. Yeah, I saw that. The one they make that I saw that was the most popular, it was browser based, and it seemed a little clunky, but I may try it out. I may try to see if it works any better. Lawrence, Wish C Plus. Yeah. Oh God. I'll stick with Celebrity Cruise. That that C plus. That's a pretty bad rating on a cruise line. Yeah, Celebrity. I'm curious on the one with the Central Park in it. I used to do work with Holland America, and their average age is like, I think the average age of passengers was 55 to death, and like they would have people die on cruises. It wasn't uncommon. It's called a Bright Star. So they would say Bright Star at cabin 225, and that means to medical team that someone has died or is possibly going to die, is in bad shape. So there's some cruise ship info if you ever hear Bright Star. Oh God. Hopefully you're not. Kenny Murphy, welcome. Good evening. Hope all is good. I have 3 sets of Govee Christmas lights, but I have yet to try them. The kids are driving me crazy to get the tree out to test the lights. Kitty, congratulations on getting them. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm gonna be pulling the tree out. But yeah, we no longer get real trees. The one we've had for the past 5 years, it looks awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna be pulling mine out today after the stream. My daughter wants to get everything decorated, so very cool. You got to do it. Get it out there. You know, the kids are bugging you. There's gonna be a point where whatever, Christmas tree. William, yeah, that was MKBHD that said that about the Mac Mini. That video was actually great, and it made me think of actually ordering the Mac Mini. Yeah, it was a good video. I like MKBHD. Sometimes I could take or leave him at times. Like, I feel like he's almost too slow at times watching some of these videos. But this one, I enjoyed this one. I'll share it with you guys. He's great. I mean, he doesn't pull any punches with any of these companies. He's a good resource, I think, to listen to, because, I mean, he's killed. I think he killed the Google tablet, because he just said what a piece of crap it was when it came out. So yeah, that's a good video. Thank you for mentioning that one, because people should check it out if they're thinking about it. David, on the iPad at the bottom, do you know if there's a way of getting rid of the app library and apps that are open from showing? Yes. You could get rid of recent apps. I don't know if you could get rid of the library, but if you go to settings, I'm trying to think. It might have been a general. Let me know if anyone else sees it before me. I'm trying to remember where it is at. Home screen. Oh yeah, that is it. Go to general, home screen, and app library, and you can actually toggle off show library. And let me make sure that's good. You could toggle off right there, show app, library, and dock, and show suggested and recent apps and dock. I turn off the recent apps, but I like to keep the library so I could get to stuff quickly. Let's see. Lawrence, new Mac Mini begs to be submerged. That thing's so tiny. That just made me think of crypto farms, where they actually soak some of the things in mineral oil, I think it is, so that it keeps it cool and doesn't fry it. David, I need a new laptop. Is Black Friday the best time to buy? I would definitely, if not Black Friday, I would definitely keep an eye out the week leading up to it, because it could be a great time for not only finding some deals, but there's places like Best Buy that you have these open box specials where someone just returned it and you could save a lot. So if there's some extra discounts on those, but yeah, I would, unless you see something you really like now and you want to take advantage of that return period, like even if you bought it and you didn't open it, you're like, this is a great deal. I don't want to miss the deal, but if you're returning something that's unopened, I wouldn't feel as bad if you found a better deal on it. But yeah, David, for the laptop, is Best Buy the best place to go, or are there any good online sellers? My problem with Best Buy is anytime I've returned something open, I always feel like they look at you like you stole it. At least here in LA, I feel like, well, we got to bring the camera guy over. Steve, can you come over? We have a camera return. And then Steve kind of gives it the determination whether it's good. Yeah, okay, yeah. Where Amazon slap that thing in a box and send it back. That's where I lean on Amazon. Another company I like, I don't know how well deals are, B&H Photo. And big reason, and I'll throw this out for you guys, B&H has everything. And B&H used to live by, they used to do, they used to be able to get away with the no tax. Still, when Amazon went to charging tax, what they did is if you were outside of New York, they didn't charge tax. But when they had to get rid of that, what they did instead is they ended up coming up with their card where they actually reimburse you the sales tax. So you'll actually, after you buy it, so in the case of this, where I'm at, I would save $40 because of that. I've returned a couple things to them. You're going to pay the shipping back if you have an issue with them. But with the savings and tax on some of these purchases. Like bought my daughter's iPads off of here. I bought a lot of camera equipment and lighting equipment. And a lot of it is that I'll use their card, immediately pay it off. But, you pay the tax, we pay back instantly. Oh, and that's not where I live. But where I live, it's 9.5%. So that can make a big difference. So think about that if you're doing some shopping. You just want to get their card, so they give you the instant savings when you pay with that card. It just knocks off the sales tax right then. Great way to save. Also, think about either using American Express points or getting the Chase Amazon Visa before Prime Day. You'll get like $120 on Amazon to spend when you first get the card. But you'll get 5% cash back on purchases. And actually, if you change your delivery date, like if you don't need something right away, they'll actually give you like 6% back on your purchase. So something to think about for ways to save. I want to save you guys money. Hue is Zigbee, Wiz is Wi-Fi. But other than that, do they look the same? Hue bridges work with almost any Zigbee 3.0 bulb except for Third Reality. Great for anything I bought from AliExpress. Lawrence, I appreciate you, man. You always have great information. And yeah, go with the Hue. David, when it comes to Best Buy and laptops, if you have the Best Buy card with tech support, you're covered fully if the computer or any other electronic breaks for life. It's great. And William, that's a great point. I think Best Buy really seems to be a great option if you want to take advantage of their programs. Just some of their options there give you that extra support. And from people I've heard that take advantage of those, then it seems like it's much easier to just, you're in the family, you're in the return family. Oh, yeah, come on. But yeah, thank you for mentioning that. 32 minutes. Wow. I'm not that far behind. Oh, actually, I did roll through there. Bill, can you watch YouTube videos on your watch? I actually was watching your live stream on my Samsung watch a while on, but I had to charge it. Oh, show off, because my watch. No, you can't. No video on it. And actually, there's it seems like I guess it would just eat through the battery too much. With the Series 10, for the first time, you can listen to audio out of the two speakers. But yeah, no video on it. And yeah, because you'll have to charge it. No. William Craig, I know that you have been using the Akara U300. How's it been working for you? I used it for a little while, but I went back to Ring. And the whole reason I went back to Ring is it's what my wife knows. It's what we've used here. And for me, it's all app based. I really don't care. Ring cameras, I don't mind using them all day outside. I will never put a Ring camera inside my house. I don't trust Ring with their cloud stuff. But right now, I pay $200 a year for professional monitoring. And that's 24/7 monitoring with my alarm and unlimited cloud recording. So under 20 bucks a month for an alarm system that actually, when it went off, the sheriffs came out to my house. I was on a flight and my alarm was triggered by my dog. And my neighbor was texting and calling. The sheriff showed up. Ring was calling. I'm like, that is worth 20 bucks a month. And then plus all the cloud storage. So that's where I've stuck with Ring for that. I still think Ring is the best. It's the best alarm system at this point. And security, smart home, outdoor security setup. I think they're still the best. I do like the Nextdoor app or the Neighbor app, getting some of the alerts of stuff that happens. Even when someone posts a video of their car being broken into. If I was using another doorbell, I wouldn't see that stuff. So for me, the ecosystem, the Ring security setup, it's just the largest, best supported, I feel like, at this point. The second best would be Simply Safe. So saying all that, the Ring doorbell fits into that whole system better. And actually, my first Ring doorbell was my wife's recommendation, and we got it about 6 months before I started this channel. So same with my Philip Hue bulbs. I bought those with a gift card out of curiosity before I started my channel. Are these in Apple Home kit? What are you, Praise and Profit? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Akara's in Home Kit. Eufy works in there. Yeah, it's, yeah, let me know if there's something specifically. Lawrence says Akara. Stefan, I used a soundbar as a computer speaker. Loved it. Love it. Akara G4 is good. I think it was good. Okay. Akara G4 video doorbell rocks. Larry likes it. Make sure you go to a Mac, do a transformer so it doesn't burn out if you have a brownout. So I learned that one the hard way. Make sure you get so you got to make sure for the transformer, make sure your transformer is good. Let me know if you're able to clarify that. But yeah, we got some endorsements. Stanley, Akara G4 is what I use. It seems to be the most popular in the HomeKit one. There is the Logitech option. Eufy has some, but somehow I think it's just because that ecosystem Akara has worked well. Travel Diva, hey, welcome. Travel Diva, great supporter, one of our channel members. We met over on Amazon live streams. So thank you for being here and hope you're doing well. David, I just use the Ring doorbell as it comes up on my iPhone and iPad anyway. So having a non-HomeKit doorbell is a deal breaker. That's what it's been for me. And a lot of it is just ease of use. The ease of use and price. I have a total of 6 cameras counting the doorbell and an alarm system. So $20 a month for cloud recording, it's peace of mind. It's worked well enough for me to stay loyal to it. And Stanley G4 is what I use. Kenny Murphy, if you don't use the Echo Show for music, it's worth looking at the Echo Hub. Yeah, that's true too. And the Echo Hub doesn't need to live. It doesn't have to be mounted to a wall. You can put it on the stand. The only thing with you're not going to get those visual notifications in your calendar and stuff. You can ask for all those things, which is nice. But if you already have it in Do Not Disturb mode, that's a great option to go with. So yeah, thank you for recommending that. Lawrence, I love how my car doorbell cam pops up on Apple TV when someone walks by. I can see everything. DoorDash comes to my neighbor every time. DoorDash comes to my neighbors 12 times a day. That is a beautiful part about the Apple Home stuff. since I have Ring cameras outside and I haven't set up my Eufy ones, um, I took my Akara E1 camera, cracked the window open in the front, stuck it in the window up against the screen, and for 3 hours I had it in the corner of my screen during Halloween. So I could see kids walking up the driveway, pause my show, get up, ready to give them stuff. And yes, it is cool. It is nice being able to see your cameras pop up like that. 32 minutes, so I am 13 minutes behind. And thank you, Bill. I appreciate you, man. Oh, I gotta move that window. That's why I can't see that. Where are we at? V, I could buy the M4 base now, but need the 512 gigabyte. If I download instrument plugins, that could take more than 512. So we'll use an SSD boot drive as a dual boot. Yeah, and that's one of those that something to keep an eye out, folks. Is I shared this during my last stream with the Mac Minis. If you do want, if you do want more storage and don't want to spend the money, there are options that are made for the old one, but I'm willing to bet within the next couple of months they're going to have updated versions that work with the new one. But this, you can install an M.2 drive in there. You could get a terabyte for $99. $200. You could be up to have a terabyte drive. Go 2 terabytes. No, 2 terabytes for about $250 is what that would cost you for a fast NVMe drive too. Travel Diva, I've been watching Law Mason on Apple TV. It's pretty good. Their shows are pretty consistent. The thing I found with them is if you don't like a genre, maybe one thing with them, but the shows within whatever genre they have tend to be very good. Like, I'm not into all their drama stuff, like, I couldn't even say the names of some of them. But yeah, they make great stuff. Have you used the Akar Smart Plugs? Yes, I like them. And a big reason I like them is that they work with a hub. They work over Zigbee to a hub, and they're always connected. I've had all different brands. They fall off Wi-Fi. Some reason this is acting up. But Hue bulbs on their hub, Lutron on its hub, and the Akara stuff on its hub has all been the most reliable. So that is I like them. They're just $32. They suck on price, but they've always come on. And David, glad that worked for turning off the apps. Hey Ken, welcome. Used to be an Echo Amazon user, but the ads are killing me. Now the dots are just good for a clock till the HomePods come out with one. Fingers crossed. Yeah, that's where, I've swapped them out, everything for just regular Echoes. And if I want to ask for the weather, I ask Amazon. If I want assistant type stuff or information type stuff, I go to Amazon for that. For smart home control, 98% of that or 95% of that is on Apple Home. But they can run next to each other and you pick them the one that does best at whatever job. So yeah, I'm with you, Ken. I have two of the new Echo Dots that replaced Echo Shows. The new adapter for your car, for CarPlay, it uses your monitor on the car. I don't remember who makes it. I'll have to check that out. If it uses the monitor, that would be cool. The web-based browser kind of sucks. David, how long the Apple credit card's been out? Because still not available here in the UK. I'm going to say at least 2 years, possibly 3. But yeah, it's been out a bit. John, Wiz, I could never get it to connect. That's some of the things. Like, I'm getting really irritated with my Nano Life and Thread. Like, I think I have to, I don't know. I'm like, I looked up, I got to figure out like how to get a new network to override this damn thing, because it's all gone to crap since that. And I don't want my Thread network being driven by the Akara hub when I have all these HomePods that are all Thread. Bill, Discover Card has 5% cash back on Amazon and Target until the end of the year. Yeah, take advantage of those things. Like, the one thing I like, with the Amazon one is they actually are now applying the cash back after, I think almost immediately after you make a purchase with the card. So you'll see like $1.32 there that you can use towards your next purchase. Yeah. Oh, I wish Ring would update their cameras. Yeah, John, they've been sitting on that for a long time. They need to get the 2K going on. UK doesn't have the neighbor and door lock feature. The door lock feature works on the Aqara doorbell paired with a camera. Ring, yeah, they don't have that feature. They just have the neighbor app in there. Gordon, hey Gordon, man, good to see you. Yeah, Gordon and I talked yesterday. It was good. I didn't go further down the rabbit hole because I was in neurotic waiting to pick up my car mode, but I did see something that looked like it plugged in line. That I'll have to take a deeper look at. But it was using like car connection, so it looked like it dropped an HDMI box, like really in line, not like trying to circumvent anything. So, but I'll have to see. Bill, I hadn't charged my watch yet. I do believe it does drain it because you're using the screen and speaker a lot more. Yeah, and I think that's why Apple has avoided it. Is their battery life is kind of, on edge as is. 18 hours sounds great until you are really use the watch. Devon, Cyber Monday's coming December 2nd. Yeah, it seems weird that it's in December this year. And yes, smash the like button. I do appreciate that, Bill. As I just... and thank you, John. William, hey Craig, a car is truly changing the game of smart home. Their new water valve as well as their new cameras are insane. Can't wait for that to come out. Yeah, and that's the thing is they've made stuff that's affordable and they went the extra mile with HomeKit. And that's what really separated them. If you don't do something different, it's too easy to get lost as a no-name brand in there. But being like the only option that had a $20 door sensor that worked with Apple Home to get a $20 motion sensor, I was paying like $40 a piece for Philip Hue ones because nothing worked with Apple Home. So it was a smart move on their part. Yeah, 19 days until Black Friday. Wow. Still building my iPad dashboard. Got Apple Home. Go via car widgets. Can't seem to set up Lady A widgets though. Surprise. No. Did you verify that the app's been updated? Because that is one thing Apple is garbage about. Their auto updates for their apps suck. Like I bet if I go in here right now under my account in the App Store app, I'm going to guess 30 updates. It'll show me all the updated recently. If you swipe down and refresh, it'll tell you all the new updates. So only 20 updates that have not automatically updated. So that's one of the things, especially when it comes to a car devices. If you are having issues, check that your app is updated because with those app updates, they'll often do firmware updates. So yeah, I mean, through all different apps that I use not regularly, well, Audible, 3 days ago, there's a new Audible update. I use Audible all the time. Why didn't it update last night? So it's one of those things I recommend double checking you really had. You really have that. David, sorry, misspoke about D&D and the Show 5. I actually keep it in night mode 24/7, and that way the reminders still display until you interact with the device or the device performs an action. Cool, thank you for sharing that, because yeah, it gives a different option. Yeah, throwing it into the night mode. So that's good. David, Wiz need to change its name because here in the U.S., if someone's going for a Wiz, it means going. Yeah, that's what I think about too. It's not the best name. William Craig, I think Apple actually has to get on that wagon again of 2K cameras. That 1080p that they're giving us is very outdated. I really hope with Apple Intelligence that would change. Yeah. What I think they're doing, though, I think they're just trying to save space in iCloud. I think that's a big part of it. It's how to give you, because originally you could do 5 I think it was 5 cameras, but you had to have like the lowest tiered of paid iCloud account. I think you could save into a non-paid iCloud account now, but it's 1080p, so that's a lot less footage saved in there. If it is using that iCloud free storage. So, but yeah, it's time. It kind of, the thing that's good is you can look at it in a car camera, have it pop up in Apple Home, and if you want to see the 2K better resolution, you can pop open the car app. Not ideal, but at least an option. As opposed to Ring, where you get to look at 1080p no matter what. Bill, 51 minutes. Wow, only 3 minutes behind. I'm going to actually just have an hour stream this time. Stefan, I wish Apple can come out with a home dashboard. Yeah, well, you guys should, if you haven't yet, a great Apple Home resource and a good guy. You know, I've talked to him a few times. Shane Watley. And actually, I want to look up dashboard because he did a setup. Those are different dashboards. Here we go. He did an update on his video, which I will. I'm just gonna. Let's see. I'll go to the video.
I've been using a wall-mounted iPad.
He did it, and one of the things, and the reason why I want to share this is one of the things that he took advantage of was using a motion sensor to wake the screen when he got close, which I thought was a great idea there. So that might be a good one for you to check out. He did the original setup with it, but he would have done that prior. So you can take a look. That's his update. I think he explains what he did in that video. So, but yeah, it was a good trick where having a motion sensor would trigger for the screen to wake up as you got close. So, and I think it was a shortcut that didn't need confirmation. David, I haven't heard the term used here lately, but I can remember when you would, yeah. Well, if you watch the show Parks and Recreation, Amy Poehler calls it the Whiz Palace. So, yeah, in there. She's like, I got to go to the Whiz Palace. It was so bizarre. But, yeah. David, we have protests in London over Trump being made president. Yeah. The only thing I will say about all of that, the only thing I'll say is we have been here before. That is the one thing, we have been here before. So we can go back to that. It isn't a brand new entity. Whether you like them, love them, or whatever the case may be, we have been here before. So there is, whether that is comforting or distressing, it is at least a known variable. You know, so for good or bad. So I watch all of them. Okay, so yeah, that is yeah, and Shane has actually covered some third-party ones. But yeah, the worst implementation I think is Amazon's their map thing because it only works on one device. Devon, the movie Red One is coming to theaters near you, opening Friday. Which one is Red One? I just thought of Red Panda. Oh yeah, the Rock. That's right. Oh gosh, and it's a Christmas movie. Okay. Oh, and it's a Rock production. Yeah, this is it's a $7 production, meaning it's a Rock movie. Oh, Chris Pine's in it. Okay. We'll have to take a look at that, see that. I'm so out, I don't know what's coming out anymore. And David, lots of dashboards seem to use Homebridge or Home Assistant. That's the only problem. Yeah, that I like the Home app. I think the Home app is the way to go. And that's all Shane's is doing is the Home app. I think that's all he was launching. I don't think he was using a third-party one for that. So it is almost 10 o'clock, 9:59. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. We're at the end of it. Gordon, Craig, time to move to Las Vegas. Now Newsom will be leaving California to be president in 2028. So you will know he is following. Yeah, he'll be following. No, that's it. Yeah, Gordon. The stream's ending and Gordon's going for He's casting the line. Can we reel Craig in? Can we get him on a Newsome? One rant, because I didn't have any today. No, oh, he got away. No Newsome rant today. Lost him. William, no, but he will be running soon. It will be. I'll just say, if you've just wondered what is going on with California, someday you'll know. I just hope he doesn't make it to the primaries. William, one of the things that you should consider if you are doing an iPad wall mount to design your dashboard, definitely use the Viz Designer application. Great app for Apple Smart Home. Cool. Thank you for sharing that. That's good to know because I haven't tried going down that route. When they show Home Alone 2 on UK TV, some broadcasters cut the drum scene. Oh my God. How? See, that just feels like people too much in their feelings. It's just like, oh. Like, I just see somebody with like the button that they use for muting, just like watching it. You're like, I know the scene is coming up. Okay. And just pushing a blackout button every time. Yeah. Oh God. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. It is one of the shortest streams we've done in a while, only 10:01. Thank you guys for spending part of your Saturday here. Again, no stream next week. My wife is out of town with one of my daughters, and I'll be on dance duty, with my other daughter, helping her get ready. So I'm not able to do it. Hassan's movie content. Thank you very much. Hope you reach your 1 million subscribers. Oh my gosh, that feels a million miles away. But hey, maybe. Bill, like South Bend, gave you the transportation secretary. We want. Gotta be careful, folks. What you wish for. No, I think, hey, I will say about California, I think it's a great example, just in a lot of cases, of unintended consequences of just policies, of just kind of new policy. And, from the flight of people from California to just different things. I think it's a great example of maybe not the best way to do things. But anyways, I'm out of here. Thank you again for being here. And have a great weekend too, John and Johannes. Hello in Finland. We have the Father's Day tomorrow. Have a good Father's Day. Oh, have a great Father's Day tomorrow too. One of my wife's best friends is from Finland. She just raves about Finland and her time there. So, thank you for being here. David, have a great weekend too. Goodbye, Andrea. And indeed, intended consequences. Yeah, but I think they get surprised here in California and be like, how did that happen? Yeah, here's my little rant. Everybody, electric car. Hey, do you mind not charging your car today? The power grid is stressed. So, anyways, I'm out. I will, channel members, I will see you next weekend at 8:15 a.m. PST. I'll be back the following weekend for the regular stream. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. And just like the movie Click with Adam Sandler. It's a weird world. So have a good one.